name is Kevin Smith. I have nothing to do with the show, which is probably why it's so fucking good. There was a moment last year where there was a threat that I might be involved with the show. Fucking Ronald D nipped that shit in the bud quick. Like, I didn't build an empire, I fucking Silent Bob wrote it in the last minute. We got 20 minutes left, fuck that. So anyway, as a consolation prize, do you want to moderate the panel? I said, yeah, of course. I'd much rather have directed, but whatever. Thank you for coming. We're going to sit around for the next hour and talk about the single best show that has ever been created in the history. Get some wonderful insights from the people who actually work on it, and some bullshit comments from me, a guy who just watches it every week. But without further ado, I'm going to bring some cats out, and then we're going to throw to a clip, then we're going to get into it, and I'm going to moderate for a while, but I know I'd much rather hear what you guys have to say, because it's always so much fun and easier to make fun of your questions than my own. So, let's start at the top. Ladies and gentlemen, the executive producer of a little show I like to call B-Star G, David Eick. Ronald D. The man responsible for the destruction of everything we know in the Battlestar Galactica universe, and he gets much laid. Playing the role of Gaius Baltar, of course, and James Callis. Single most attractive Canadian you will ever meet in your life. And she plays a robot with a glowing spine, and she plays another robot. She plays a lot of robots in this show. You know her, you love her. Give it up for number 6, Tricia Helfer. I remember when they announced the show and people were like, what, they're going to change that character to a girl? And people were so pissed. And then I watched the show and I was like, thank God, because it would have made those scenes of making out with Leah Dahmer really awkward. Yet erotic. At the same time, she plays Kara Starbuck phrase, give it up for Katee Sackhoff. What's the name of the game that they play on the show? Is it Pyramid? Pyramid. Here's the Pyramid player. He married her, and now he's a fucking Cylon. Go figure. Michael Trucco plays Samuel. And this would be the whole panel, but we have a surprise guest. It's some other dude who was on one episode, so it's gonna be real weird. He didn't even have a line, but he was in the back. He's like, "Can I be on the panel?" They're like, "All right, I guess." This is the aforementioned geekhead I was talking about before. He plays Lee Apollo. So often the case when you come to these panels and they introduce like everyone in the world you want to talk to and ask questions, and of course they have to throw to a fucking clip. So let's watch the clip and then we'll get into the chit chat.